शरणं शरणं गणनायक गणनायक विघ्न विनायक गणेश। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। गणेश शरणं शरणं गणनायक गणनायक विघ्न विनायक गणेश। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। गणेश शरणं शरणं गणनायक गणनायक विघ्न विनायक गणेश। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। गणेश शरणं शरणं गणनायक गणनायक विघ्न विनायक गणेश। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। 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 गं शरणं 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 गणनायक गणनायक विघ्न विनायक गणेश। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। गणेश शरणं शरणं गणनायक गणनायक विघ्न विनायक गणेश। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। गणेश शरणं शरणं गणनायक गणनायक विघ्न विनायक गणेश। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। गणेश शरणं शरणं गणनायक गणनायक विघ्न विनायक गणेश। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। गणेश शरणं शरणं गणनायक गणनायक विघ्न विनायक गणेश। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः।
Shakti Satyam. Namaste. This silent moment is really beautiful. Silence is beautiful than noise. Silence is powerful than speaking. Therefore, we start with silence. Of course, we can talk also. Today, we have gathered to contemplate, to understand about karma. What is karma? The very literal meaning is action. Literal meaning. Direct meaning. In a given 24 hours, almost on an average of 16 to 18 hours, everyone is involved with some kind of action, work. Even during sleeping also, some kind of subtle action is going on. It's time to understand how these actions are going on, how our daily routine works are going on, how it is supposed to be. Are we really performing in a way it is recommended? Or according to the mind? That's a question. How much our actions are interfered with our mind. That's the most important thing to be contemplated now, today. Most of the time, in most of the people, the actions and the works are interfered with the mind, by the mind. When the mind is interfered naturally, the work or the action is polluted. The pollution we call accumulation of karma. How it is polluted? The mind brings certain pattern and imposing on our daily work pattern. As a result of the imposition of the mind of the pattern, certain particular pattern, fixed pattern, the work is corrupted, the action is corrupted or polluted. Because the mind is always bringing the past, or the mind is bringing certain projection about the future. As a result, our actions are polluted or corrupted. The action may be a small action or a small work or a big work or an important work, doesn't matter. Action is an action, that's it. It may be small, it may be moderate, it may be big. The point is that whether the work or the action is bigger one or the smaller one, it's not the point. The point is whether our work or the action is polluted or not. I remember today's topic is karmic shift. I don't forget. I remember. I'm coming to the point. Before we understand the karmic shift, we need to understand karma. The word karma has to be understood very, very rightly, because many of the people, they have no idea. They are really misunderstanding about the word called karma. Even some people are really confused with the word called fate, F-A-T-E. They're thoroughly getting confused with the fate and karma. These need to be clarified. At least 30% of the people are in confusion. Karma is nothing to do with the fate. Karma is a process. The process can be altered according to our own wish, according to our own will. Whereas fate, it's a fixed phenomenon. Let us be very clear. Let me give some examples about what is fate. That which is fixed, that which cannot be changed, is fate. That which already happened. There's no way to reverse it. For example, the birth. Birth has already happened. That's it. You can't reverse it. Born in a certain family, fix it. Certain parents, fix it. Nothing can be done on this. Except to accept it. Total acceptance. Yes, I'm born. Okay, I accept. I'm here. I'm born in a certain family. Okay, I can't change it. I accept. Likewise, there are few things which has already happened. We need to accept it. Nothing else can be done on it. But what about karma? Are they same? Definitely not. Karma means a possibility. In fate, there is no possibility of altering the situation, changing the situation, or a happening. Karma is something with how. That means it's under a certain process. There is a possibility of changing the process. It's totally in our control. Karma is totally in our control. Totally. Because of the confusion with fate and karma, most of us, we just following a fixed pattern of the mind. Wherever there is a possibility of changing a situation, we think it is a fate, we proceed with that without making any alteration. This is the greatest problem going on. We need to have a clear-cut clarity about what is to be changed, what not to be changed, and the clarity between the two. The difference between the two, fate and karma. Down the ages, life after life, the actions and the work happen in a certain pattern of the mind. And in this life, it is continuing. We should not allow to continue the same pattern in this life, at least. This is the first phase of the shift. There are much more. Everything is not fate oriented. Maybe 5% of our life may be fate oriented. Remaining, we have 95% are karma oriented. That means change possibilities. 95% is really a big, huge number. Huge opening to make the karmic shift. Even the remaining 5% of the fate orientation, by simply accepting it, there also the possibility of karmic shifting. Just accepting fate. Look at the possibility. If we really need to do something with the karma, we need to understand our mind, especially the pattern of the mind. What kind of pattern of mind I am possessing? Different people have different patterns. It's not the same with everybody. What is this pattern? A certain way of thinking, a certain way of thinking and acting according to that pattern. A routine pattern. Roundabout, roundabout, and roundabout. Probably you can call it unconscious way of functioning. Maybe the right word. Watch some people, you will understand. Depending on the pattern of the mind, they keep on doing certain things in a certain way only. They will never think in a different way. They never work in a different way. A kind of automation, like a machine. We are not machines. Or in other cases, you can find a kind of compulsive way of functioning. Compulsive. Out of certain pressure, out of certain pulling. That's also unconscious. This is executed by the pressure of the past imprints. The accumulation of the past is too much in those persons. As a result, they keep on functioning like a machine. This machinery way of functioning is the first and the foremost reason of accumulation of karma. First, let us see how the accumulation of karma happens. Then we can think of shifting then. Shifting is a final process. Shifting is a kind of healing. Shifting is a kind of treatment. Shifting is a kind of medicine, medication. Before that, we have to have the diagnosis. The first diagnosis is about the machinery way of functioning. According to the mind pressure, mind always pushing the past or projection of the future. Constantly pulling by the future, pushed by the past. In between, the work is happening, the action is happening. I'm talking about patterns of the mind. Is the right way of functioning? Is the right way of working? Is the right action? Is it the right karma? Definitely not. Karma is supposed to be performed in the absolute presence. Absolute. Doesn't matter what you do. You may do a small work or a moderate work or a big work. That is not the matter at all. Is it happening in the full presence or with the corruption of the past and the future patterns of the mind? We need to break this cycle, vicious cycle of the mind pattern and working accordingly. Not the right way. We need to break it immediately. Then a shift is possible. There are only two possibilities. Either accumulation of karma is possible or shifting of karma, karmic shift. Either this or that only, not in between. Even some people are thinking that, oh, I've been accumulating only good karma. I'm good. No, no, not at all. Even the accumulation of positive karma itself is a burden. Whether it is positive karma or a negative karma, karma is a karma. Karma has to be pure, without attachment of negativity or positivity either. It's supposed to be neutral. When you say karmic shift means the shift from the negative and shift from the positive also. I happen to meet many people. They are proud. They say, you know, how much good karma I've been accumulating for many years. Oh, be careful. What is the difference if you are in a golden jail or an iron jail? A jail is a jail. A prison is a prison. Doesn't matter whether rods are made up of, the gates are made up of gold or iron. Imprisoned. You need to remember, karmic shift means shifting from the positive karma, shifting from the negative karma also. Then only a possibility of complete freedom. In either case, whether it is positive karma or negative, the expectation is there. The result orientation is already there. The mind is already involved. The mind has already entered into the action. We are discussing really very critical subject. Very critical. But we need to discuss because 16 to 18 hours on an average, everybody is involved in karma, in action. Therefore, it is important. Huge percentage of daily life is spent. Some people come to me, they say, nowadays I don't feel like that I am doing something. I feel like I'm not doing something. Absolutely beautiful situation. They further say, I definitely do something 18 hours, 16 hours a day, but I never feel like I'm doing, they say. It's an amazing situation. In such cases, in such person, there is no possibility of deposition of karma. Absolutely. They're already free from karma. This is an indication. I used to appreciate them. Come on, continue the same way. They do work, but they never feel The burden. Burden. See? When somebody is feeling a burden of work, know well thoroughly that some karmic interference is already happening. Mind interference is already happening. We need to get rid of this situation as early as possible, without any delay. Delay means we are encouraging the accumulation of karma. How to stop this game? Are there some more tips or possibilities or approaches in our life? Yes, certainly there are. I remember we are talking about karmic shift. I'm not deviating the subject. Incidentally, actually, we are discussing this particular topic, karmic shift, in a very fantastic period of the cosmos. Now, already there is a significant shifting is happening in the cosmos. We are discussing the subject in the right time. Because the cosmic energy has to help us to, to successfully complete this shift, karmic shift. What are the other ways to have a successful shift? How to be unburdened? Karma, accumulation of karma means burdening. That burdening of the karma will have impact on the physical health, mental health, emotional health, and so on. It's such a complicated phenomenon. Therefore, we need to take a shift quickly, as early as possible. Therefore, this meeting is a very urgent meeting. First thing, as we already discussed, we need to have a clear difference between fate and karma. We discussed already. That's the first thing to be successful in the shift. Second thing, we have to break the unconsciousness, the regular pattern of the mind, which is always with a combination of past and the future. That means we need to be in the presence, absolute presence, without allowing even a trace of past or the future when we involve in an action, any action. Absolutely. But to be in the presence is not an easy joke. It's really such a challenge. To tell it is easier, but to be in the presence is not easier. Very difficult job. But there is a quick way, easier way to be in the presence. For that, you will need to go to the breathing. Breathing plays a very important role. The karmic accumulated people, you will watch one thing very clearly. They have blocks in their breathing, definitely, surely. Rather, you can watch their pattern of the breathing, the pattern of the breathing of the people who are completely accumulating the karma in a certain way only. The breathing is not flexible. It is very rigid. This is one of the diagnoses. So if you really want to break the pattern of the mind, you need to break the pattern of the breathing. We are supposed to have breathing 21,600 per day, or an average of 15 breaths per minute. You check whether it is happening or not. Especially in the present world, the tensionous world, the stressful world. So we need to have an attention on our breathing on daily basis, monitoring the breathing. Then there is a possibility of breaking the pattern of the mind. Mostly it's very difficult directly breaking the pattern of the mind, very, very difficult. It's easier through the breathing. Another tip I can give you is, if you're really interested in karmic shift, slow down a little bit for some time. Slow down your work wherever possible. Don't work like a machine. Slow down. While slowing down, bring more awareness of what you do. Bring more consciousness of what you do. Another tip is that don't continuously work. Every 1 hour, take a small pause. It may be just few seconds, no problem. Important tip to have a successful karmic shift. By taking a small pause in between of your daily routine, you are really breaking the karmic pattern, the mind pattern. Small tips, very easy to implement by us in everyday life. It's not a very hard work. And by, you feel very lighter. You practice these things, after a month or so, you feel very lighter. You feel lighter because you are unburdened. Karma dissolving already happening. Accumulation of karma is such a burden. Unwanted burden. We need to make a shift quickly, as early as possible. I will tell you another tip, very small one. In fact, this is happening with many people unconsciously also. You watch the people. When they are doing work and burden with all these things, suddenly they say, they say, right? Have you observed that? Ha. You do it consciously. They are doing unconsciously. Ha. A simple mantra, A-H, ha. Most people doing it unconsciously because the burden is too much on them. As a result, the body system is creating such a relaxing way of, ha. Now you do consciously. Every 1 hour you take few second pause and say, how simple, very simple. Do you like it? This idea? How much time it will take? Ha. Not even two seconds. Ha. Joyously, say it joyously. Ha. Every 1 hour. Ha. Suddenly watch your heart. You feel the unburdening in your chest quickly. Quick remedy. This is part of karmic shift. Don't expect that in the topic of karmic shift, I am going to give very heavy homework for you. No. Karmic shift is easier. It's simpler. You don't have to work much on it. I already given many tips for you. I will give you another tip. Whenever your mind is imposing you to do certain thing forcefully, tell the mind, I am not going to do it. Come on, say it. Disobey the mind. Disobedience is also a beautiful way of karmic shift. Doing little opposite to the mind. It works very well with many people. I myself seen. Disobeying the pattern of the mind. And do opposite thing. Still better. Not only stopping, not only disobeying your pattern of mind, do it opposite. How many tips so far happen? Who is counting that? Huh. 12. 12 small tips which takes no time at all. You don't need to spare any special time to do this, to break your karma for this karmic shift. But it has to be a regular one. You should not do one day and the regular next day obeying the mind pattern again, doing the same thing next day. No. It has to be followed till the shift is completed. Some of the diseases are also based on karmic accumulation. This is for your kind information. When you break this karmic cycle, you come out of those diseases also, I'm sure. We are discussing really very important things today, like every day. Every day is important. Dear friends, these tips look like very, very small. Oh, this is nothing. I can do okay. I can watch my breath. Okay. I can change my breathing pattern. Okay. It's very simple. Yes, simple. And see the result. There won't be any agamiya karma when you practice this way your lifestyle. You know agamiya karma? There are three kinds of karmas. One is the sanjita karma, prarabdha karma, and agamiya karma. You win over all these things by just changing your lifestyle the way we discuss. This is how we can have a beautiful karmic shift. How to know the shift is successful? Yes, you will know. Once the shift is successful, you feel very lighter, very joyful, very blissful, very peaceful. and very successful. What else you require? What evidence you require? Try it. I am not pumping certain raw belief system in you. I am only giving certain tips based on scientific proofs. Remember all these 12 golden tips, implement in your daily life without forgetting it. Give priority to this and change your life. Let's go into meditation now. Try it now. Close your eyes. Watch your pattern of the breath. Breathe consciously. Many times breathing happens unconsciously. Now you breathe consciously. Just be at ease. Be comfortable, physically, mentally. Be comfortable. Feel you are sitting. Feel your breathing. Feel everything around you. Feel your total presence. Without allowing any past or the future projections. Feel the lightness of your body, weightlessness, unburdened. Breathe consciously. Feel your breathing. Feel your body. Feel your total presence. Don't bother about time pressure now. Just be at ease. Continue the same unburdenedness while you are working in your working area also. 16 to 18 hours a day. You can be in the same state and continue your work. Practice it. Today we have learned successfully the karmic shift in a very simpler way, easier way. Let's have the blessings of the Almighty Shiva.
Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namaha.
Shivaya Namaha.
Shivaya Namaha. Shivaya Namaha. Har Har Mahadeva Shambho Shankara. 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 Om Namah Dev, Om Shivaya Namah Dev. Om Namah Dev, Om Shivaya Namah Dev. Om Namah Dev, Om Shivaya Namah Dev. Om Namah Dev, Shivaya Namah. Har Har Mahadeva Shambho Shankara. 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 Shiva, Shiva, Shivaya Namaha. Shiva, Shiva, Shivaya Namaha. Shiva, Shiva, Shivaya Namaha. Hara Hara Mahadeva Shambho Shankara. Shiva, Shiva, Shivaya Namaha. Shiva, Shiva, Shivaya Namaha. Shiva, Shiva, Shivaya Namaha. Hara Hara Mahadeva Shambho Shankara. Hara Hara Mahadeva Shambho Shankara. Hara Hara Mahadeva Shambho Shankara. Hara Hara Shambho Shankara. Hara Hara Mahadeva 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 Shambho Shankara. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah Om. Hara Hara Mahadeva Shambho Shankara. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah Om. Hara Hara Mahadeva Shambho Shankara. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah Om. Hara Hara Mahadeva Shambho Shankara. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah Om. Hara Hara Mahadeva Shambho Shankara. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah Om. Hara Hara Mahadeva Shambho Shankara. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah Om. Hara Hara
Oh. Oh. Shanti, Shanti. Thank you very much for your patient listening. We'll meet in some other time, some other occasion. Have a wonderful time, blissful time, graceful time, amazing time. Thank you.